Have you ever truly stopped to think about what it really means to age well? For most of us, aging brings along a set of well-worn cliches. Stay active, keep moving, and never allow yourself to slow down. It's a common message we hear from health experts, family, and society at large. But what if I told you that the key to living longer and feeling better as you grow older might not be about pushing yourself harder or doing more? What if doing less could actually be the key to unlocking a more vibrant and fulfilling life, especially once you reach the age of 70? In today's video, we're going to explore 3 incredibly simple yet surprisingly powerful practices that could completely transform the way you experience your golden years. These are not the typical tips you may have heard countless times before. In fact, the third practice might be the one thing that you've been searching for all along. So stick with me through this journey, because by the end, you'll be equipped with the knowledge to boost your energy, tap into a deeper sense of satisfaction, and experience the joy of living more fully, no matter what stage of life you're in. Let's dive in and explore how you can age with more vitality and purpose. These simple yet effective practices could be the key to feeling better and living longer. Let's start. Number 1. The practice of intentional rest. Let me share a story that completely transformed my understanding of well-being. A few months ago, I had the pleasure of meeting David, a 75-year-old retired marathon runner at a local community center in Chicago. His experience opened my eyes to how crucial it is to balance activity with rest. David had always been convinced that staying active was the secret to good health. His routine was packed with morning runs, afternoon tennis games, and evening walks. He was constantly moving, believing that the more active he was, the better his health would be. But despite his active lifestyle, David began to feel increasingly fatigued. His joints ached and his blood pressure started rising. It was a clear signal that something had to change. After an unexpected injury forced him to slow down, David discovered what he now calls his golden rule, the practice of intentional rest. At first, resting felt uncomfortable for him. He had spent his entire life believing that constant movement was essential to staying healthy, but through this pause, he realized that rest isn't about doing nothing. It's about doing less with intention and mindfulness. David isn't alone in this discovery. Dr. Sarah Johnson, a leading expert on aging at the Mayo Clinic, has conducted studies showing that older adults who incorporate what she calls strategic rest into their daily routine experience better health outcomes than those who constantly push themselves. After 70, our bodies need more time to recover. This isn't about being lazy, it's about nurturing our bodies with care. So, what does intentional rest look like? For David, it's a simple yet effective practice. Every morning, he spends 15 minutes sitting quietly on his porch with a cup of coffee, taking in the sights and sounds of the world around him as it slowly wakes up. This small act has become an essential part of his routine, leaving him feeling more energized and focused throughout the day. David also takes short, purposeful breaks between tasks. For example, after running errands, he takes 10 minutes to sit still and focus on his breathing before moving on to the next task. These short pauses serve as a reset for both his mind and body. Since adopting these restful practices, David has experienced better sleep, lower blood pressure, and an overall boost in his energy levels. He still enjoys playing tennis, but now with a deeper sense of gratitude for the sport. Let's take a moment to experience the benefits of intentional rest for ourselves. Take a deep breath and, if it feels comfortable, close your eyes. Notice how your body feels as it rests against the chair or couch, and take a moment to appreciate the stillness. This pause isn't about doing nothing. It's about allowing yourself to reset. Rest is not the opposite of activity. It actually makes meaningful activity possible. When you're well rested, your movements feel smoother and your thoughts clearer. Studies show that people who incorporate intentional rest into their daily lives report a 40% increase in energy levels. So why not give it a try? Tomorrow morning, start with just 5 minutes of quiet time before jumping into your day. This small step is the first step toward mastering the art of intentional rest. Number 2. Embracing the simple joys for deeper satisfaction. Have you ever paused long enough to truly notice the little things in life? It's like stepping off a treadmill of endless motion and giving yourself the time to breathe deeply. In our busy world, we're often in pursuit of big goals, achievements, and milestones, but in doing so, we miss out on the beauty and contentment found in the simple moments that surround us. Let me tell you about Linda from Denver, a woman who showed me the incredible value of finding joy in small things. Linda spent the majority of her life as a successful, high-powered executive, always driven by ambition and the next big goal. Even after retiring at the age of 73, she continued to fill her schedule with grand plans. But everything changed when she decided to start a small garden on her patio. On the surface, it seemed almost too simple to matter. A few pots of herbs and flowers. Yet, as Linda tended to her garden each morning, something remarkable happened. She began to notice the things around her that she had overlooked for years. The sunlight dancing on the dew-covered leaves, the gentle sway of the leaves in the breeze, and the peaceful quiet of the early morning. It was as though a new, vibrant world had opened up right outside her door. These small moments of connection with nature brought Linda a deep, lasting joy, one that contrasted sharply with the fleeting satisfaction she had once felt from chasing major career accomplishments. Studies show that people over the age of 70 who find joy in the small, everyday moments experience a 60% higher level of life satisfaction than those who are always striving for big achievements. So how can we start experiencing this joy ourselves? Linda calls these precious moments happiness anchors, and she has developed 3 simple practices to help us embrace them in our own lives. First, there are morning marvels. Each morning, take a moment to find something small that catches your attention, whether it's the sunlight spilling across your pillow or the comforting aroma of freshly brewed coffee. Next, try sensory moments. Throughout your day, pause to engage one of your senses fully. Feel the softness of your favorite sweater or listen to the gentle sound of rain against the window. Lastly, create connection spots in your life, moments where you can engage with others or with yourself. This could be as simple as calling a friend while sipping your tea or visiting a local cafe where everyone knows your name. These practices not only improve your mood, but they also enhance your overall well-being by reshaping the way our brains work. Now, let's take a moment together to reflect. Look around you right now. What small thing brings you joy? Maybe it's something you often take for granted, but today you can choose to appreciate it on a deeper level. For Linda, her happiest moments aren't found in grand events or celebrations, but in her quiet morning garden routine and the fresh herbs she now enjoys growing herself. She came to realize that joy isn't something we need to chase. It's already around us, waiting to be noticed. By practicing these simple joys daily, we can shift our focus from what we don't have to what we already do. The warmth of the sun on our face, the sound of a friend's laughter, or the comfort of a familiar place. When we slow down to embrace these small moments, we begin to experience a deeper, more fulfilling sense of satisfaction that doesn't rely on the next big achievement, but on the treasures found in our everyday lives. Number 3, living with gratitude. Let's explore one of the most impactful tools we have for enhancing our lives at any age: gratitude. I had the pleasure of meeting Bob at a cozy coffee shop in Boston when he was 84 years old, and his approach to life completely reshaped how I think about appreciation. Every morning, sharp at 7 a.m., Bob takes his usual spot at his favorite table by the window. There he enjoys his coffee while writing simple expressions of gratitude in his cherished notebook. Today's coffee tastes especially delicious. Sarah called. Her voice always brightens my day. Or, watch the sunrise. Such a beautiful start. Bob has come to understand that true abundance comes from appreciating the present rather than constantly chasing after something new or bigger. Studies confirm this. Research shows that individuals over 70 who practice gratitude regularly enjoy stronger immune systems and better heart health. Bob's ritual may seem small, but it holds deep meaning. Before opening his notebook each day, he takes 3 slow sips of coffee, reflecting on one thing he is thankful for in that moment. For Bob, gratitude is not just an emotion. It's a practice of noticing the blessings around him, even on the most challenging days. As he wisely puts it, The true treasure is appreciating what's right in front of us. To wrap up today's conversation, keep in mind that aging isn't about retreating or slowing down. It's about finding more intentional ways to live fully. Through mindful rest, embracing simple joys, and living with gratitude, we can elevate our lives at any age. Bob's example shows how gratitude can shift our perspective from what's missing to what we already have. This shift, as it turns out, isn't just beneficial for our emotional health, it's also supported by science. Research shows that practicing gratitude can lead to improved sleep, reduced anxiety, and a decrease in depression for older adults. Let's try a simple exercise together. Take a moment to think about one thing you're grateful for right now. Maybe it's a warm cup of tea, a recent chat with a friend, or something else that brings you joy. Hold on to that feeling a little longer than usual and feel how it fills your heart with warmth. Gratitude helps us stay present, reminding us of life's many blessings, even when life gets tough. As we close today's discussion on aging gracefully through mindful rest, finding joy in small things, and cultivating gratitude, remember this: aging is not merely about getting older, it's an opportunity for deeper connections with ourselves and those around us. By weaving these practices into your daily routine, taking time each morning for mindful rest, savoring the simple pleasures in your day, and nurturing a sense of gratitude, you can enhance not only your physical health but also your emotional well-being. Let these principles guide you as you continue your journey through life.